going to talk about food.
Some people like eating food and some people even enjoy cooking food.
But did you know there are more and more people who enjoy growing their own food?
We're going to meet something today, but before we do, we're going to look at some really simple ways of growing something yourself.
So now we're at the community garden with Deb. So Deb, why would you join a community garden?
For the community, to share with other people both the work that we do here and the food that we grow here, the plants, the seeds. That's what it's all about, is sharing.
And what type of stuff do you grow in your patch?
Well, different things in different seasons, obviously, but right now I've got broccoli and pak choi and lettuces, just planted garlic, onion, and peas right now. Broccoli is a great one to grow in Ballarat in the winter. The head here will feed, a family of 6 in one go once it gets a little bigger. You take that off, you eat these side shoots for another 6 months. So if you have a patch of 6 or 8 plants, you can feed 2 or 3 people for 6 months.
And thanks for that.
So Pat, what are you doing?
I'm just putting in some lettuce and endive from Deb's plot into my cleared plot. I wasn't going to do anything this year, or this winter, but it can grow some lettuce and that'll be good for my table. And it's pretty straightforward. Deb's just dropped off some excess ones from hers and I can put them into mine quite easily.
So now we're in John's garden.
He's a local food grower.
He grows most of his food right here in the middle of town. Hello John, how are you today?
Good, thanks guys. Welcome to my garden.
How long have you been growing veggies for, John?
Well, we've been growing vegetables here for 20 years now, but it wasn't as big as it is now. We started off small and then expanded.
So John, do you go to the supermarket?
Of course we go to the supermarket. You can't grow everything in the garden. We use the supermarket to supplement what we grow in the garden. I prefer to use the term suppleficiency, which is growing a supplementary diet as efficiently as possible.
What would you start off with?
I would start off growing some of the seedlings of the easiest vegetables to grow. The first thing I'd put in is tomato seedlings. If nothing else, grow tomatoes because they're easy to grow and taste scrumptious from your own backyard. Once you've learned how to master that, then you can go on and build your vegetable patch.
Well, as you can see, it's called a seedling because it's more than a seed. It's already grown a bit, but it's not fully grown. And you want to put it into the ground, so you just a little hole here. Put it in with as much of the soil that's come with as you can, and you just brush it in around the bottoms there, so the top's stuck up, and away you go. And if this soil is quite moist from the winter, so it doesn't really need to be watered in. But if in the springtime it might need a bit of water, so you'd put them all in little holes like that, and then you just give it a water and keep an eye on it for a few days while it gets up and running.
Other seedlings you could put in would be the cabbage, collie and broccoli, and also lettuce is a good one to put in. Some easy seeds to grow would be the large seeds like beans and peas, but I would wait a couple of years, grow a season for a couple of years before going on to some more difficult seeds.
So what made you start growing your own veggies, Pat?
Well, I wanted to join the community garden, and growing vegetables was a sensible thing to do, and I just liked the idea of growing your own vegetables and eating them as well. And once I'd started doing that, it wasn't just a nice idea, it's a very practical idea as well. You save a little bit of money, the taste is better, I suppose the pride you get in growing your own stuff that you put on your own table, on your plate. All of those have got to be a good reason for doing it as well.
We're in a drought at the moment, so what do you do about water?
Well, I've got a really simple water solution for people who are just starting out growing vegetables. Come with me and I'll show you.
So John, what's this?
Well, this is a second-hand tank which is on the side of the shed and collects water from the roof. It collects enough water to water a small vegetable patch.
So how do you keep the mozzies from breeding in the water?
Well, that's easy. I just put a couple of goldfish in it.
Huh? Sweet.
Okay John, so what else can you grow besides vegetables here?
Well, I grow a range of berries, fruit and nut trees. Some examples, there's one here right behind you here. This is a brambleberry bush, has a fantastic berry for pies. We also have things like feijoa tree, tangelo, lemon and an olive tree. You'd be surprised what you can grow locally in your backyard.